Hello, viewers. A very good morning. Welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this morning, we need to take a look on the threats which were issued to the CCC MPs after they boycotted President Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa's State of the Nation address. Zinyambi Zinyambi, who is the Justice Minister, says there are laws which they will invoke to make sure that they chase out CCC members if they continue to boycott President Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa's addresses. And we need to take a look onto this and see which laws are they going to use, which laws will be applied to chase them out of parliament. Because as much as I'm concerned, I believe that they can only be chased out of parliament through a recall by CCC. That is what I believe, because it is the only party which sponsors them. So we need to take a look to this and see if Zinyambi Zinyambi is correct legally. Is he correct to suggest that they can recall CCC MPs? Let us hear.
Significant. As you also, the president came, he gave his State of the Nation address, and the train is now moving. All the processes that are needed are now in place. The groundwork, the legislative agenda has been else the left and law with them if they continue boycotting, they will cease to be members. So it's up to it was admitted, pronounced very clearly that they are not going to receive any coupons if they stayed in hotels. That money will be deducted from them. So we feel that it's not significant. We are now moving forward with the setting up with the relevant committees, and parliament business is starting in earnest.
Are you going to include them in those committees?
Zinyambi Zinyambi clearly says that if CCC MPs continue to boycott, they are going to be chased out of parliament. And I find him being dishonest here. The MPs are not employed by the president. You cannot fire somebody who you didn't employ. The MPs are not employed by parliament either. Parliament is just there to play an administrative role. The employee is the MP. The employer is the person who voted for the same MP. So I find it difficult to say using which law is ZANU-PF threatening to remove CCC MPs from parliament. The reason why they are protesting is because there are certain things they do not agree with. The reason why they are not in parliament is because they want certain things to be addressed. We know that the courts are captured. We know that every state institution is captured. Who trusts such captured institutions? There's overwhelming evidence of state capture, which is right there, which means the CCC MPs does have a legitimate cause for them to protest. Their protests are emanating from a legitimate cause, not from something else. So I find it difficult to understand the reason why people like Zinyambi Zinyambi would threaten these MPs and say, if you continue to boycott, we are going to fire you from parliament, or you cease to become members of parliament. They continue to abuse state institutions. They continue to abuse the constitution. They are continue to abuse the laws of Zimbabwe, creating parallel laws to the constitution, bogus laws. I have never seen this happen. But let me remind the ZANU-PF people that one day you will be in the opposition. If the same is then invoked against you, how are you going to respond? How are you going to take it? You have created laws, and the same laws one day will be effected on you. What are you going to say? How are you going to respond? Are you going to accept it? Are you going to say it's normal? So I believe that we need to be rational. We need to be thoughtful. When we do things, we need to think about the future. We need to think what will happen tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. So you have to do what is right today so that you protect your tomorrow. So this is what Zinyambi Zinyambi said. Zinyambi Zinyambi said that number one, the CCC MPs will not get coupons. That is, or travel allowances. They will not. They will have to pay for their stay in the hotels. And lastly, he threatened to fire CCC MPs from parliament. And the question is, as a who? He's just an appointee of President Mnangagwa. Nobody voted for Zinyambi Zinyambi. He's just an appointee of President Mnangagwa. So what powers are they going to use to fire somebody who was voted for by the people into parliament? What powers? Where are they going to get those powers? It's something interesting to Zimbabwe. So Tabani, thank you very much for the contribution, and let's push harder. Chamisa is the president of Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, Tabani, for this contribution. So I find it difficult to understand, comrade Zinyambi Zinyambi, kuti iwo pachavo vanozviona sei uye vanofunga sei. Thank you very much for coming. Let us meet in another episode.